am so happy to tell you, and I was a New York City public school parent. Every single day my kids went to school, they went to a New York City public school. They got a great education. And this has been such a tough year, what parents have been through, what kids have been through. It's time for everyone to come back. It's time for us all to be together. It's time to do things the way they were meant to be done. All the kids in the classroom together, getting a great education from educators who care, staff members who care, the school community coming back fully. So I'm very pleased to announce New York City public schools will fully reopen in September. Every single child will be back in the classroom. I have talked to so many parents who have been wanting to hear this confirmed, and I am confirming it once and for all. We're going to have plenty of protections in place, as we proved even during the toughest months of COVID, that we could keep kids and staff safe with a gold standard of health and safety measures. We're going to do that again. We're going to keep our situation room running. Look, New York City proved when other cities didn't even dare to reopen their schools, we reopened our schools and we proved they could be safe. We're going to do that again. We're going to support kids. We're going to support the whole family. We're going to show that we'll do new things to reach kids academically and to address their emotional issues, but it only works if everyone is back in person the way education was meant to be. So this is going to be crucial for families. So many parents are relieved, I know, and it's also going to help us move this whole city forward. Now, I want you to get a little more sense of what this means. So I'm going to turn to a live correspondent, live from the New Bridges Elementary School in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Our live correspondent, Chancellor Misha Ross Porter. Are you there?
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. I am live from Brooklyn at New Bridges Elementary School with Principal Bowles, and we are here today to announce the full reopening of schools for September. Can we get some noise? Yes. Today is a very, very special day, but you don't need to hear it from me. I have some very special correspondents with me today who are going to tell you why this is a special day.
Amazing. Amazing.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. We've been dancing and singing all morning here at New Bridges because this day is for us. It's for all of us. It's for the parents, the educators, and the young people who've waited for the light at the end of the tunnel. This will be the return to our new normal, to learning, to friends, and everything else the school community has to offer our children. And as the mayor said, on September 13th, 2021, New York City public schools will fully reopen for all students. Back for the first time. We will be back for the first time in 18 months. There will not be a remote option. Because of that, there will be no COVID-related accommodations. The last 14 months put a stark spotlight on how nothing can replace the importance of the in-person educator in class with his or her students. So we will welcome all of our teachers and staff members back in the fall. At least half are fully vaccinated, and even more will be by September. And now, for most of our middle and high school students are eligible for vaccines as well. We would not be doing this if our schools were not safe. I'm a mother of a New York City high school student who was so excited. She was singing and dancing this morning. And so we would never take any risks with our most important assets, and that's our children. We have invested in nurses, in ventilation, and in testing for our schools. And thanks to our gold standards to health and safety policies, our 7-day school positivity rate is incredibly low, 0.16%. As of now, in September, masks will be required. Look at how beautiful they look in their masks, right? Masks will be required, and we will continue to follow the CDC social distancing guidelines at that point. But we know how to be nimble. We are New Yorkers, and we are in Brooklyn today, and we will continue to monitor the CDC protocols for guidance in the fall. This has been a challenging year in so many ways. We cannot return without acknowledging the enormous losses and the enormous learnings for our communities. Meeting them, we will continue to meet them where they are and support them with whatever they need. Our new normal will include social emotional supports in every school. Our new normal will include increased funding, no hiring restrictions for school pedagogues, and expanding our teacher pipeline to bring more educators into our system. Our new normal will include our school communities becoming completely whole again, finally, at long last. We know many families, many educators, many community members still have more questions and may have some concerns. And I say to you, I hear you, we are here, we will continue to listen and answer questions. I'm currently in the midst of the 5-borough tour of family engagement forums to answer all of your questions. Please join us for those important conversations. This summer, our schools will open their doors for you starting in June to host visits. We want to welcome our families in. We want you to see our schools, see how safe and ready they are, and a shout out to all of the principals, teachers, school food workers, school safety agents, all of the folks who have done so much, our crossing guards, our custodians, to keep our buildings safe, to keep them ready. And I personally, not only as the chancellor and an educator, but as a mother, am so grateful to each and every one of them. It's your turn, DOE. Get vaccinated. Every New Yorker who is vaccinated is another step towards the light at the end of the tunnel. Do it for yourself, do it for your community, do it for our babies. Mark it on your calendars. Guys ready? Yes. September 13th, we step back into the light and welcome all of our young people back to school. This is the day for them. More importantly, this is the day for all of us. I'm passing it back to you, Mr. Mayor. You missed all the singing and dancing. The fun is right here at New Bridges Elementary School. Right, guys? Job well done.
Misha Ross Porter found possibly the cutest kids in all of New York City right there. I'm like blown away. What a beautiful performance, such great energy and passion from those kids. I also want to thank the teacher, Alice Sweet, for her amazing work. You could see her passion and intensity and love for her kids, drawing out that beautiful, beautiful music from them. This is an example. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. That song alone showed you why it's so important for our kids to be back. What a difference it makes, how magic happens in the classroom that just can't happen remotely. And that's why we're going to bring everyone back together now. We're doing it for our kids because it's the best way to educate our kids, support them academically, support them emotionally.